Hello, this is my guide on AFK farming chapter 10.3. I'll be showing you some example fleets and equipment that you can use. From this chapter, you can get St. Louis. She's not exclusive to the boss node, so if you're lucky, you can get her from one of the random nodes on the map. For a node clearing fleet, I would recommend a battleship or battle cruiser and a repair ship for the main fleet. Then for the vanguard, you have a few different options, either a light cruiser or a light cruiser and a destroyer combo. I also found that Minneapolis can solo. For my setup, I went with Akashi, Amagi, Jinsu, and Ayanami. Akashi provides a lot of healing and has a reload command for the vanguard. Amagi has two abilities to make the entire fleet have better sustain, plus a barrage skill to help clear the screen. Then Jinsu plus another destroyer or light cruiser is a good synergy to use as it provides a lot of DPS. Another option that's a little less reliable but does still work is replacing the vanguard with just Minneapolis, who can sustain herself using her Dolahan skill and buff herself with the Thrill of the Hunt skill. Here's the equipment I used, which is mostly defensive, but we will have to use various on your fleet setup and what you have available. Akashi has pretty normal gear, but I did add in some repair tools just for the extra healing. For Amagi, I used the twin 410mm, but if you're using a battleship that's barrage activates on a timer, I'd recommend the triple 406 instead. She also has repair tools and a fire extinguisher because I feel the flagship gets hit by a lot of damage from suicide boats and battleships while clearing the nodes. The vanguard should have homing torpedoes and defensive auxiliary equipment. Some substitute ships you could consider using Washington or Tirpitz for the flagship. Other good light cruisers like Cleveland, Belfast, or Helena. You can also use one of the other starters, Z46 or Udachi, in place of Ayanami if you don't have her. For the boss node fleet, again synergies are recommended and you should be aiming to reliably clear with an S rank for the guaranteed ship drop. During the boss fight, Yukikaze moves quite a bit, making battleship salvos and carrier torpedo bombers difficult to hit her. However, using a battleship or battlecruiser with a barrage is recommended since the barrage will always hit, and using a carrier can clear the large waves of torpedoes she sends out. For my boss fleet, I went with an HMS fleet plus Cleveland for the good damage boosts they provide. With a good setup, you should be able to beat the boss with 5 ships, but I used 6 to be on the safe side. So I think the equipment setup matters a bit more than the actual formation. So for the main fleet's equipment, it should include fire extinguishers, and the vanguard should have torpedo bulges. Destroyers might want to use 2 repair tools if needed. As for the remaining auxiliary equipment, use offensive gear like SG radars or fire controls, or use defensive gear like repair tools as needed. That's it for my guide. The rest of the video will just be the example clear I did, and I hope this guide helps, and good luck.